Good morning, everyone. Looks like everyone's flooding in. Good morning, good morning. Oh, sorry, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's quick start. We'll give it about a minute to let the rest of the people join. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. To everyone joining in. I'm just going to start the live Facebook. Go live on Facebook, just bear with me. But good afternoon, everyone. If you want to in the chat, type in where you're coming from. I live in Milton, Ontario. Good afternoon. Mississauga, I've got Aisha from Mississauga, Sylvia from Vaughan. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I've got Guelph, Brampton, Dundas, Hamilton, Whitby, Orangeville, High Park West, more from Mississauga, St. Catharines. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. We'll give it about 1 minute and we'll get started, just because I do want to respect everyone's time today for making it out. Thanks for coming in. And again, if you're just joining, feel free to type in the chat where you're coming from. I am from Milton, Ontario. I see a lot here: Mississauga, Toronto, Brampton, Ajax, Waterdown, St. Catharines, Burlington. Welcome, welcome. Got some from Muskoka, St. John's, Thornhill, Kitchener. Amazing. Okay, so again, I do want to respect everyone's time, so we will get started. So welcome to our quick start introduction to RE/MAX technology and tools. And if you are new to RE/MAX, welcome to the RE/MAX team. We are very, very happy to have you. And thank you for joining me today. And I am thrilled to be your host for today's quick start. So my name is Kevin Vinzon, and I am the brand education manager for RE/MAX Integra for Ontario, Atlantic Canada. So we'll be doing these quick starts twice a month. So the first of the month will be just like this, where it will be an introduction to the tools and technology available to you through RE/MAX. And the second quick start of the month will be focusing on the marketing tools that you can really use to showcase yourself and to help showcase your clients' properties. But again, today will be an introduction to the tech and tools. And before we get started, I just wanted to play a quick video of what to expect from today's session. So we've got a little bit of a promo video here for you to watch. And there you go. So I want to start off with showing you our agenda for today. So we will be going through MAXCENTER and Launchpad. So again, both of those are your intranet portals, your single sign-on centers to access all of the apps available to you through RE/MAX. We're going to go through the RE/MAX referral network and what that looks like. RE/MAX University, which will support you in your continued growth as a RE/MAX agent. Leadstreet, that is your CRM program through RE/MAX. We're going to touch on Design Center and setting up Design Center to start to receive beautiful marketing packages for your clients' properties. And of course, I will end it off with support options to ensure you feel supported even after these training sessions and where to go for that support. So these are the 3 goals for today. I want to make sure that at the bare minimum, you have these 3 profiles set up. And I'll go through the importance of each as we go through today's quick start. So the first profile will be MAXCENTER. The second one is Leadstreet, which again is your CRM program. And the last one is Design Center. So I will be speaking to why it's important to have those profiles set up as we go through today's session. Now, before I get started here, at any point, if you have any questions, feel free to type in the Q&A in Zoom here, and I will answer your question to the best of my abilities. Even if I don't have the answer, I will get it for you and make sure I reach out to you after the session, but feel free. And again, welcome everyone from all around Ontario, Atlantic Canada. Again, it's such a pleasure to have you here today. So I will be going live through the tools and the systems to see what it looks like, but I do want to explain one important difference, and that is between MAXCENTER and Launchpad. So MAXCENTER and Launchpad, both of these, again, they serve the same purpose. These are both single sign-on centers and your intranet portals to access your apps. You may have heard of one or both already. The main differences between the two: MAXCENTER is managed and developed by our RE/MAX LLC team in the States, and RE/MAX Launchpad is managed and developed by our RE/MAX Integra team. So if ever you need support for MAXCENTER, that support will be through our RE/MAX LLC team, and vice versa with Launchpad, that support will be with RE/MAX Integra. In the future, the goal is to have these combined so there's not 2 different portals. But in the meantime, MAXCENTER will give you access to most of everything that you need through RE/MAX. The only difference is for specific Canadian content like Canada Post to create neighborhood mail orders, that's only available through Launchpad. But for this quick start and future training sessions, we will be going through MAXCENTER. So at this point, I'm gonna be going live into the system so you can see what it looks like. And in order to go to MAXCENTER, you're gonna log into remax.net. So this will be your login page. And I do have a question here. This recording, yes, this session is being recorded. This will be distributed to everyone that has registered for the session. I know a lot of people like to work at their own pace, so this allows you to pause and play the video as we go through the tools. So yes, this recording will be distributed after today's session. So again, to access MAXCENTER is remax.net. When you joined RE/MAX, you should have received an email to register for your MAXCENTER account. And that account will be an @remax.net email. Now, of course, here I am a regional staff, so you'll see @remaxintegra.com. But again, yours will be @remax.net. If you had forgotten your password, all you need to do is click Forgot Password on the bottom right to send yourself an email to reset that password. Or if you're actually just having issues accessing your account, at the bottom here, you're going to see the product support team's phone number to give them a call, and they will definitely get you the support you need to access your MAXCENTER. So now that we're going to log in here, this is sort of your homepage or your landing page of MAXCENTER. But before we get into that, we want to make sure your profile in MAXCENTER is set up. And the importance of that is your MAXCENTER profile will be your profile that's displayed on the RE/MAX referral network for other agents to see. And once we go through setting up your profile, I'm going to show you what that looks like and why it's so important to have that set up. So to update your profile, on the top right-hand side, this icon here, you're just going to click on Update Profile. Now, because I'm not an agent, I won't have all of the settings that you'll see. So I do have a slide here of what you should see when you log into the Edit Profile section of MAXCENTER. So I'm just switching over to the slide. So just an overview of each of these tabs. The general info will be where you can edit your preferred or display name for your profile displayed on the referral network. Contact info, I'm going to be highlighting the brand email that you have available. Social media and websites and phone numbers, this is where you can update those. Photo, this of course will be your photo displayed on your profile. We're also going to go through the importance of that. Professional details, this is where you're going to see your specialties, or sorry, update your specialties such as commercial, residential, etc., and your service area information. It's important to have that service area information up to date in your profile, because this is what will determine where you are viewed when someone searches the referral network within a specific service area. And for personal details, of course, you're going to see bio, education, hobbies, languages. And again, I'm going to speak to why that's important as well to have that in there. And awards, this will be pre-populated for you. Within RE/MAX, there is an award system within the RE/MAX network. This is something that is automatically provided to you based on gross commission. And once you are eligible for those awards, they will also be displayed on your profile as well. So I'm going to go back live in here and go through a few of these settings. So within the profile overview, something I want to highlight here is your RE/MAX ID. So your RE/MAX ID is needed for apps called Photify. So as your journey as a RE/MAX agent, you will become familiar with an app called Photify, which is something that you can download on your mobile device. So that app gives you access to RE/MAX branded templates on the go on your mobile device to help you create content on the go. And that RE/MAX ID is needed so that you can download and have access to those RE/MAX branded templates. I'm actually going to attach a link in the chat box there of the instructions and steps of how to sign up for Photify as RE/MAX agents. Next, we've got general info. Here, again, this is going to be your name, your job title, demographics. If you want to change the name that's displayed on your profile, so let's say you have a preferred name, if you need to make any edits, all you need to do is on the right-hand side, click the edit button there, make any changes that you need. Again, that's where you're going to see the preferred or nickname to be displayed on your profile, and click save once you're done. Next is the contact info. So here, this is where you're going to see the remax.net email. So consider this as sort of a brand or vanity email. This is something that you are available to use for your social media, for your websites, for the public. And this is just something, if you don't already have one, this is something that really showcases that RE/MAX brand within your emails. And this is something that's available for you to use. But how this works is that this is not an actual email with an inbox. What happens is, if a consumer were to email you with this @remax.net email, that will automatically be forwarded over to your ISP email that you have at the top here. And if you want to edit that email there, all you need to do is click on edit and edit that email that you have. And again, all emails sent to @remax.net will be sent over and automatically forwarded over to that ISP email. So you want to make sure that that email is your primary email, your primary inbox that you check on a regular basis. Here, it's very self-explanatory. Web and social media sites, if you want to add any of those there, click add, and you'll have the drop-down menu here to choose which social media platforms and which websites you want to add here. And then, of course, the URL for those. And again, this is just another way for other agents to connect with you when they're viewing your profile on the referral network. Next, of course, the phone number. Make sure you have that in there so other agents can contact you. And of course, if you've got a fax number as well, that's where you're going to put that there. Next, photo, not a lot of explanation needed. Here, you want to make sure you're uploading a photo here to be displayed on your profile. You're just going to click on the upload button and choose that picture you want to upload. We recommend a high resolution photo at least, or if you have a professional headshot, even better. A lot of phones nowadays take amazing selfies. So, put something nice on, get a nice background on as well. So if you want to take one in the moment, you can have that also. Lastly, you've got your personal details. Again, this is where you're going to edit your bio, educational background, civic activities, hobbies, and languages. If you want to edit any of these, you'll either click edit on the right-hand side, or when you see the add button, that's also a way of updating the information here. So with this, again, this is the profile that's displayed on the referral network. So it's important, and it's very important to a lot of other agents, that you have this information filled out. Think of your profile on the referral network as sort of an elevator pitch for other agents. You know, if an agent is looking to refer their client to another agent, they're probably basing a lot of their decision on what they see in your profile before they even contact you. So have your personal bio filled out, have some personal details, have, you know, your professional work history as well. And what's great is with the languages, if, for example, I had a client that I wanted to refer another agent to, but this client feels more comfortable. I'm Filipino, so this client feels more comfortable speaking or having someone help them that is fluent in Filipino to help them feel more comfortable. You can actually specify your search within the referral network for languages. So if you do speak other languages, make sure that you put those in there, because again, if someone is looking for those specific languages that you speak, that search will filter down with those specifications. And I'm going to show you what that looks like next. So again, this is updating your MAXCENTER profile. That was just by clicking the right-hand side here and clicking update profile. But now I want to dive into the referral network. I do have some questions here. Link for photo app registration. Yes, all of the links that I speak about today, they will be sent out with the follow-up email with the recording of the Zoom. So, oh, and one more question, Derek, professional details under specialties is waterfront an option? I don't have the specialties option under mine, Derek, because I'm not an agent. However, you should be able to just search it. If it populates, of course, that's something that you can choose. I can get a more specific answer for you after the training session, and I can get and I can dive deeper into that. So this is your MAXCENTER homepage. So when you log into MAXCENTER at the top here, you will see your top apps. And as you scroll down will be recent articles that's been posted by the RE/MAX team here. In order to access your apps on the left-hand side, you're just going to click on apps here. It may navigate you to favorites automatically, but if you want to click over into all to see every application, you're just going to click there. But if you do want to favorite some, like your most used apps, all you need to do is click on the banner icon to favorite them, and they will now appear in your favorite section. So next, we're going to hop into RE/MAX referrals. So that is this icon right here. So I'm going to click into that. And this is the RE/MAX referral network. So before we dive into this, something I want to highlight in case you don't know already, RE/MAX doesn't charge any referral fees. That referral agreement is solely between yourself and the other agent. However, what we do is we just provide a much simpler way and streamlined way of that referral, because this actually generates a referral form for you. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So on the homepage here of the referral network, you can see you can search by location. So again, that location, you want to make sure that service area information in your profile is up to date, because that's how you're going to populate here. Or if I already know of someone I want to refer to, this is where you can put the name, office, or email. So for example, I've got a client that's moving over to Niagara Falls, but I don't service Niagara Falls. So I'm looking for an agent because I don't know one personally. So if I search Niagara Falls, you'll see as I scroll down here, a lot of different profiles. And you can see here, there's about 231 results. And as you might notice, there are a lot of profiles here that don't have photos. And for me, and for a lot of other agents as well, you know, if I'm scrolling down here and I don't see a photo, that is less appealing to me to pick this person to refer. So I may even just not pick these people just because they don't have a photo, which is why you just want to make sure your profile is filled out as best as you can. And you've got that photo there. Here, something that I want to highlight as well is that this is actually not in alphabetical order. This is always randomized. And the reason for that is that we want to make sure it stays fair and equitable. If you had a first and last name with the letter A, you'll always populate at the top of the list, meaning you'll get more of a chance to get those referrals. So this is always generated in a random order. But those filters that I was speaking about is under advanced. If you click on the icon on the left-hand side there, this is where you can specify those search if you're looking for a specific agent or if your client is. So here again, you can search specifically by awards. So if you are looking for an agent who has specific awards within the RE/MAX network, again, you just got to click these boxes here. There's subspecialties, so commercial, residential, high rise. Again, if you're looking for an agent that has these specialties within their profiles, that's where you can check these boxes. Years experience as well. And like I said earlier, you can filter by languages. So if my client was looking for someone that speaks Filipino and has Filipino within their profile, if I check that box, it will then refresh that list to only display agents within my specifications. And here as well, you can actually toggle the photo. So I can actually toggle here to remove any profile showing up that does not have a photo, which is why it's very important to have that. So if you're making any changes here in the specifications, you want to make sure you click search again to refresh the list with your specifications. So now what does this referral form look like? So at this point, let's say, I want to refer to Kathy. I'm going to click on her profile. Here, I'm going to see the information that she's filled out, her contact information, her hobbies, the languages here. Great. She put that she also speaks Greek. She's got her awards populated for her, and these are her service area locations. So at this point, I'm probably going to call Kathy on the side and let her know about my clients, let her know what they're looking for, what's happening. But this is probably over the phone or email where I'm going to discuss the referral agreement. And again, that is solely between yourself and the other agent because RE/MAX does not charge any referral fees. So at this point, after our conversation, I'm happy with Kathy. I am looking to refer my client over to Kathy here. So I'm going to hop back into her profile and click send referral. This is very, very simple to use. And again, this is something that is available for you to use and makes it more simple and streamlined to send that referral form. So you'll see it confirms the agent information. We're going to click confirm and continue. Next is that referral agreement. So it'll either be based on listing price, selling price, or commission, which here you can put that percentage, or just a flat fee of what you're looking for, which of course is a dollar amount. Once you've got that set up there, you're going to click continue. The client info, the only part that's mandatory is the full name of the client. Excuse me. Everything else is not mandatory, but it might be a nice to have. So for example, you'll see here time frame to buy or sell. If you know that and you want to share that with the client, amazing. If the client must sell before relocating, if they've been pre-qualified, you can put that information as well. But these are sort of nice to knows for the other agent. Next, you're going to click continue. Same idea with the property details. This is not mandatory, but if you have an idea of already what your client is looking for, this is where you're going to put that information and fill it to the best of your abilities, and then click continue. The last step is any additional details or comments. Think of this as sort of a warm transfer for your client, right? You want to make it as easy and simple as possible for your client. So providing as much information as you can for the other agent will just make your client's life a lot easier. Once you're done with that, you're going to hit continue, hit review, and that referral form will be ready for you to use and distribute. And that's a referral network. And again, the importance of having that MAXCENTER profile set up is you want to make sure you're the most visible and you're putting your best foot forward for that referral network for other agents to see. I am going to move on over into setting up your Leadstreet account. Going into RE/MAX University. But before we do that, let me know if you have any questions, again, in the Q&A box. type in your questions there, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. So next, we're going to hop over into RE/MAX University. So to access all of your apps on MAXCENTER, you're going to click on apps on the left-hand side, and you're going to look for RE/MAX University, which is that icon right there. So RE/MAX University, this will really support you in your continued growth as a RE/MAX agent. This is where you can access training materials, training resources, learning tracks. This is where you can watch videos of other people in the RE/MAX network sharing best practices. And I'm going to give you an overview of how to navigate this page. So RE/MAX University, this is your homepage for it. Something I want to highlight on the bottom left here is the technology section. So after this quick start, after these training sessions that we do, if ever you forget how to do something, or you want to learn more, you can actually hop into RE/MAX University in the technology section here. And for example, we just went through MAXCENTER. So you can click on MAXCENTER here, and these are sort of quick hit videos to really speak on specific tasks. So if you've ever forgotten something, let's say you forgot how to do one thing, instead of watching this entire training session to find that one thing I spoke about, you can actually just go here and see if a quick hit video has been made for it. So for example, I forgot how to, add social media websites and URLs to my profile right here. This is a quick 2-minute video just explaining that specific task to support you with that. And you'll also have access to the different technologies that we'll be hitting on either today or in the other quick start, if ever you need support for those. So navigating your RE/MAX University, you can either use a search bar. So if you have a specific topic or category you want to learn more about or watch videos on best practices from other people in the network, you can just use the search bar here. So for example, let's say I want to learn more about using social media for my business. I can just search social media. You'll see that there's a quick preview of a few of those training resources, or I can just click on the found, click to see in a page, and this will show me everything related to the topic that I wrote down. Another way of navigating through this is on the left-hand side. If you click on watch a video, here, these are actually categorized for you already as well. So if you want to watch videos or access learning material on things specific to buyers, to sellers, to technology, to social media, this is also where you can go for that. Something I really like to highlight in RE/MAX University is the social media portal. So on the homepage, on the left-hand side under quick links, is a social media portal here. Here, if you are really interested in using social media to help elevate your business, this is a great portal to start at. This is where you have access to Katie Lance. If you don't know her already, she is a leading social media consultant exclusively for real estate agents and brokers. So this is where you can access her past webinars. She does some of them weekly, some of them monthly. And you also have access to the social media best practices guide. If you are really looking to use social media to really help elevate your business, this is an amazing start. This social media best practices guide will go through best practices on how to increase engagement for your business on social media, but it also breaks down each social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and how to use each one specifically for real estate. So this is an amazing guide to start with if you are really interested in using social media. Because what I always like to say is, social media is a free tool for everyone to use. And it's just how to utilize that to really help support you in your business. Last but not least, RE/MAX University. So this is managed by our RE/MAX LLC team. There is a point system and a leaderboard system. So if you do have some sort of competitiveness in you, you'll actually see other agents within the network or brokers within the network that are topping the leaderboards. This is based on how many videos you're watching, how many training materials you're going through. RE/MAX actually provides prizes for top learners as well. So it's just a nice, if you are really competitive, this is where you want to go. And really, you know, Mark Saunders is at the top of the list. He's got a lot of points here. So keeping an eye on that as well. And that's an overview of RE/MAX University. If you have any questions, again, feel free to put in the chat, but I will be moving over to your CRM program, Leadstreet. So on MAXCENTER, again, in the app section, you're going to look for Leadstreet, which is this icon right there. Now, when you first log into Leadstreet, you're going to be brought over to this onboarding screen. So we're going to go through this first, and then I'm going to show you how to edit your profile. So again, Leadstreet is your CRM program. It is a customer relationship management program to help you manage your leads and to help you manage your listings that may be coming from all these different platforms into one, which is through Leadstreet. So this onboarding screen, it's going to confirm some of your information here, but very important, if you have any active listings at the moment, you're going to want to put one of those active listings, the MLS ID from it, into this section here. So what happens is, once you do that, it'll automatically connect that lead generating platform into Leadstreet, which will then automatically start to import your current active listings and your future listings. So you don't have to keep doing this. And again, you just have to put one of those active listings in there. If you don't have any active listings yet, I will show you how to get back to this page so that you can do this setup as well. So once you've got that in there, we're going to click on next. And first page is, it's just going to confirm, hey, looks like we found you. This is your information that we have. If you put an MLS ID, it will also show you the listing source as well. And your office information will be automatically populated. We're going to click next there. And here, your profile setup. So the importance of having your Leadstreet account set up. MAXCENTER was your profile for the RE/MAX referral network for other agents. Leadstreet is actually your profile that's being displayed on remax.ca. So if we hop over into remax.ca, of course, if a consumer is looking for an agent through this website, they're going to go to find an agent and do agent search. If I click on a profile here, the information that you see in these profiles is the profile that you have in Leadstreet. So as important as your MAXCENTER profile, you want to make sure this is filled to the best of your abilities, because this is for potential clients and consumers to see on remax.ca. So at this point, same idea, you want to make sure you've got a high resolution photo, or if you've got a professional headshot, that's where you're going to upload it there. And then your about me. So this is your biography and your personal summary on your remax.ca profile. So you want to make sure you've got some information there because this is, again, being displayed on the website for potential clients. We're going to click next here. Social networks, you're going to want to put your URLs there. If you've got a website, amazing. And this is just another way for a potential client or consumers to connect with you on social media. And that's the last step. We're going to hit next, and it's going to say, congratulations, your account has been configured successfully. And we're going to click finish. So once you've gone through that setup, you will now see this page every time you log on to Leadstreet. This is now your home page or landing page. Now, like I said, if you didn't have any active listings and you've brought yourself to this page now, the moment you do have an active listing, the easiest way to have it connected and go back to that screen, if you see on the URL at the top page here, you're going to see dashboard. You're just going to want to replace dashboard with onboarding, click enter, and that'll bring you back to the initial pages that we were just on. So once you're in here, you're going to want to make sure the rest of your profile is set up. So we're going to click on edit profile here, that big blue button. And we're going to go through a few of these different settings. So of course, that's where you can update your profile picture at the top there. Under lead acceptance, you want to make sure that's toggled just by clicking there to start receiving leads from your office. With homes.com coverage areas, of course, this is through homes.com. Here you can put up to 5 different coverage areas of where you are searchable within homes.com. Sort of a best practice here, wherever your office is located, you do not have to put that coverage area here because you will automatically populate within that search of where your office area is located. So you can put 5 different ones. Next, we've got the remax.ca postal codes. Here, these are the FSA codes used on remax.ca. Here you can put up to 10. And there are 2 different strategies for this. One, you can put 10 different ones to really widen your search. Or if you're really just focused on 2 or 3 specific areas, you can actually put an FSA code twice or 3 times. So have it duplicated. All that does is if someone is using an FSA code on remax.ca, if they use that FSA code that you have duplicated in your profile, it's just more of a chance for you to receive that lead. And the last section is skills. Again, this is where you're going to want to update your specialties here by clicking on the view button, and your awards will be pre-populated for you as well. Next is the contact information. Very self-explanatory. Make sure this is up to date because this is being displayed on your remax.ca profile. So just filling in the information there. Anytime you make any changes, you're going to want to click on save on the bottom right. Text message settings. So anytime you receive a lead, you will receive an email for it. But this allows you to also receive a text message. So it's sort of as an extra reminder or extra notifications for you. So if you want to receive those text messages, make sure that this is toggled to yes and type in the phone number here of where you want to start to receive those text messages. Once you hit save, again, office information, this will be automatically populated for you, automatically populated here for you. So that is setting up your profile. Again, that is your remax.ca profile here. Next, we're going to go into the actual contact manager and how this manages all of your contacts coming from different places. So if ever you need to go back to the main screen, you're going to want to click on the logo on the top left here, or you can just access the menu icon on the top left. And here we're going to go to leads and contacts. You're going to click the drop down menu, that plus button there, and click on setup. Now, within this is how you start to feed all of your contacts coming from different places and all of your leads into Leadstreet. So at the top here, it will be your lead gator setup. So with this, very simple, you're just going to want to copy and paste this of wherever you get online leads. So your other lead generating platforms like realtor.ca, Kijiji, Facebook, etc. And what this does is, once you have this email in those other platforms and you receive leads from those other platforms, they will automatically be forwarded into Leadstreet and placed in your contact manager, which I'm going to show you afterwards as well. Before we go into how to import your contacts, if you have a contact list already, we're going to go into contact categories and the importance of these. So contact categories, as you scroll down, there will be default ones set up here for you already. However, if you want to create your own, you can. So all you need to do is type it in the box here and click save, and that contact category will now be added. Some agents may like to categorize, 2020 buyers, 2020 sellers, and etc. So you can make these categories however you'd like, because this is how you manage. This is how you want to manage your contacts. So once you have these contact categories set up, this is where you're going to go to import if you have a system already for your contacts. So to import these contacts, you're going to want to use this CSV file here. And this is going to download a numbers document, an Excel document that looks just like this. So here you'll see this is very specific. So there's a bunch of different headers, but a few things here. In order for Leadstreet to accept this as a contact, or to accept each person as a contact, it has to have at the bare minimum a first name, last name, and email. Just as long as it has all three, it will be imported into Leadstreet if you're using the sheet. However, if you don't have all of this information, as you can see, there's a lot of different headers, just leave it blank. So do not change any format, do not change Do not delete any headers, because if you do, it actually causes issues when importing it into Leadstreet. So now that you've got your context in that CSV file, you're going to want to import it. So you're going to choose File, select that file that you just saved, and this is where you're going to choose which category you want to put those contexts into. And last step is to click Import. Now, if ever you have any issues with this, if you're having issues with it importing, if you've got thousands of these contacts and there's a lot of issues happening, at the end of this quick start, again, I will show you support options, but our support team at RE/MAX would love to support you with that, and they have no problems getting this working for you as well. So now that you've got these contact categories set up, you can export these contacts as well. So again, with those agents that might do 2020 buyers or 2020 sellers, at the end of the year, they may want to send something specific to their buyers, something specific to their sellers. So you can either export these contacts by all, or you can do by category. So now, very easy. If I go by category, I'll now have an Excel sheet with just the contacts that I need, and it generates that form for me, so I can easily do a mass send out. So that is why you want to make sure you have your contact categories set up. So now that you do, we're going to go into the contact manager of what Leadstreet does with these contacts, and it makes it a lot easier for you as well. So here's the contact manager. As your contacts and leads are being fed into Leadstreet, they'll come as a list here. If you want to see the history of each contact, all you need to do is click on the contact name. And this will show you the history. Oh, whoops, I hit back there, sorry. This will show you the history of that contact. So for this contact, this is the activity timeline. This is the inquiry this is the property they inquired about. This is where you can manage contact info. So you can add more information of the contact here. You can even change which contact category they're in as well. Under properties, we'll show you any properties they've favorited on homes.com, and buyer profile. So you may be already familiar with property alerts. So this is where you can create a property alert for your client. So you're just going to click on add new buyer profile. So if your client is looking to, of course, buy, you can set these specifications for them. If they, are asking for a house with 3-bedroom, 2-car garage, these specifications, that's where you're going to put the specifications here, and you're going to put how often you want them to get updated when a new listing comes up that's within their specifications. So this is where you can set up property alerts, and of course you're going to want to hit save after you've filled in those settings there. Next is the campaigns. I'm briefly going to touch on this, but these are drip campaigns for your clients. This will show you how many this client is signed up for. And this is where you can also easily sign them up just by toggling these buttons here. And you can also leave notes. If there's specific notes you want to leave so that you don't forget about each client, this is where you can add those in. And of course, you're going to want to click on save there. And that is your contact manager. Next, I do want to go into the listing manager and what your listings will look like here. I do want to pause. I've got a question here. Is there any CRM available to use for our personal business to create our own database? So Abdul, this is a CRM program that is available to you through RE/MAX. In terms of other CRM programs, I don't know at the top of my head. Of course, I can get you more information, but again, this is a showcase of the tools you have available to you for RE/MAX. Next is, again, the listing manager. So under listings, when you click on the menu icon there, again, that drop-down button, you're going to want to click on listing manager. So now that you've got all of your listings being fed into Leadstreet, these will organize them for you in one place to make it easier for you. So if you want to see these listings and see the details, all you're going to want to do is click on the image there for the listing. And you'll see that the property information from the MLS has been fed into here. You'll also see the listing photos as well being fed into here as well. And if you've got a virtual tour set up for that listing, there's also that link that's going to be displayed there also. What's great about Leadstreet and the listing manager is this will actually generate a home seller report for you automatically. So if you want to do this for your client, you can click on home seller report. We'll give this a couple of seconds. Oh, I need to relog in. I do apologize. I think I was idle for too long. Perfect. So I'm going to go back into that. Go into the listings and home seller report. And while that's loading, I do have a question here, Jordana. Are monthly drip newsletters Canadian or American content? So Leadstreet is actually for Canadian users. So the campaigns and the monthly newsletters that you see here will be for Canadian content. So this is a home seller report. Again, this is generated, this is RE/MAX branded, but what's great about this is it has your signature on this home seller report to make it more personal for your client. So here you can show them, these are how many web views, how many inquiries. You can fill in some comments from other buyers or agents. But what's great at the bottom here is you can show that website activity, and you can even show them listings near their house. So you can change that coverage area that it shows that this list populates by clicking the drop down there. But you can show them, hey, these are the other listings near your home that are also for sale. And some clients may ask for that, right? So this is something that you can generate really easily for them and send it over to them as well. So that is your listing manager within Leadstreet. Lastly, I do want to go into the top left here, and we're going to go into the email marketing, and that we're going to touch on campaigns and monthly newsletter. I do have a question here, Paul. In Leadstreet, how are you able to add a second language in profile? I can't edit or add one. Yes. So in order to actually edit your languages, that's actually going to be through your Launchpad profile because they are connected. To explain it as easy as possible, your Launchpad profile will update Leadstreet, and then your Leadstreet profile will update remax.ca. If you want to change something that's displayed on remax.ca, it's easier and much faster to do it through Leadstreet directly because it directly updates remax.ca. Where if you update it through Launchpad, it sort of bounces to Leadstreet and then to remax.ca. But something specific like languages, that has to be updated through Launchpad. Perfect. So for campaigns, again, I'm going to briefly touch on these. These drip campaigns, it's a great way to stay connected with your clients on a consistent basis. Even after the help of buying a house or selling of their house. If you want to see what these campaigns look like, beside the campaign name, you're going to want to click on view. And when you click on view, you can see here, just click on any of these emails and you'll see what they look like. But this send schedule will show you when these are being sent. So if ever it's blank, that means it will get sent out right away when you subscribe them. And then it'll show you the schedule afterwards. If you want to make any edits to these campaigns, you are free to do so. Again, these are created for you to help make it easier to send these out automatically. But if you are the type to add your own content, add your own perspective and thoughts, add your own photos, you can do so by clicking edit and going into there. Same idea with the monthly newsletter. These are created by RE/MAX. These are usually sent at the first week of the month. And again, these are created for you to use, either to just use automatically to send to all your contacts, or again, you can scroll down here to really just edit these for yourself if you want to add your own content or photos. I want to touch on these toggles at the top here. And here, send notification for newsletter. This will notify you when a newsletter is ready for distribution. Send newsletter automatically, have that toggle so that these are sent for you automatically without you having to go back into the system. You can add recent activity near you to the newsletter. So what's great is because if you have your contact's address in their profile, This, of course, will be different for each contact at the bottom of the newsletter and automatically enroll all new leads. So this is just a great way that when you're receiving a new lead, this will automatically have them enrolled for this newsletter already. So again, as you scroll down, this is where you can make any edits. And at the very bottom, this is where you can subscribe your contacts. So if you want to subscribe all, you can by selecting select all there, or by selecting specific contacts and hitting subscribe as well. Now that I know that was a lot. That was an overview of your CRM program through Remax, Leadstreet. Again, if you had any questions, feel free. But I will be moving over to setting up your Design Center profile. And so Rose, Leadstreet is the only CRM program that is that's available through Remax. And Derek, how does the leads work from Leadstreet? Derek, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if you mean how are your listings feeding into Leadstreet, again, Leadstreet is just organizing your leads coming in from different platforms. So this is just a program to help manage all of those coming in. Perfect. And for the recording, I will be sending out the recording link once the session is complete, and once it's been uploaded to Zoom, I will be sending it to all participants. Perfect. Okay. So lastly, in terms of setting up profiles, we will be going through Design Center. So again, everything is accessible through MAXCENTER. We're going to go to apps and you're going to go on Design Center, that pencil icon there. So Design Center is a pre-populated marketing template system. So this is one of your marketing tools available to you through Remax. And this creates beautiful, beautiful Remax branded marketing material for your clients' listings. And a lot of this is done automatically. So today will be an overview of setting up your profile and why that's important. But again, our second session for the month, our second quick start, will be on the marketing tools and an overview of how to go into these systems. But today is focused on profile setup. And with that, on the top right here, you're going to click on your name and go to profile. Here, not a lot of settings to change or edit, but you just want to make sure you have this information filled out to the best of your abilities. Again, you're going to want to make sure your headshot is displayed at the top right there. This profile is important because this is the information that's displayed on the bottom of your marketing materials that this creates for you. Again, that's setting up your profile. I want to show you just a few examples of what this looks like. But again, our session, our next quick start session will actually be how to create these yourself. So with Design Center automation, once you have your profile set up and once you have your Leadstreet profile set up, Leadstreet is what feeds your listings into Design Center. And once you have all of the profiles we discussed today set up, you're going to start to receive these Design Center automation emails. And this is an example of what that looks like. So within 24 to 48 hours of receiving a listing, you will receive an email like this with marketing materials that are generated for you automatically already, ready for you to publish and distribute. And typically there are 3 events that will trigger this marketing package email to be sent to you. And that's when your listing, it goes just listed, if it goes through a price reduction, and if you're doing an open house for it. So if any of those events happen, you will automatically receive this email. And as you can see, this is an example of a just listed package. You've got the for sale postcard, flyer, virtual tour, single property websites, which I'm actually going to highlight in our second quick start. But it's amazing because Design Center creates for you automatically a single property website, a fully functional website for that property. And it's an amazing thing to really show your clients what you can do for them. And you've got a video and a brochure being created as well. So just a few examples of what these look like. This is some examples of for sale marketing material that Design Center has created for me. And this requires little to no work because again, this is the automation part of Design Center. On the bottom left there, that's a screenshot of the website that it's created. On the middle there, that's a social media post. It's great. It's Remax branded. It's got the listing features there. It's highlighting a photo there as well. And on the right-hand side, you see a flyer there as well. That's where it's going to show the remarks, more information of the listing, more of those listing photos. And again, at the bottom, that will show your personal information, your headshot that you have in your Design Center profile, which is why it's super important to have that set up. So this is done for you automatically. And that's Design Center. And again, this is one of the marketing tools, but this was just an overview and making sure you have your profile set up. Lastly, I do want to speak to support. Again, I know this was a lot. If you need any support, I want to make sure you feel comfortable going through these tools. If you need support, if you have any issues or questions through MAXCENTER, you can click on maxhelpsyou.com, or you can actually just go on the browser, maxhelpsyou.com, to access the website. And that is where you're going to see Ontario Atlantic Knowledge Base. You're going to see best practices and FAQ articles, or you can actually just submit a request. At the top right, you're going to see submit a request. That's where you can open up a ticket to start a conversation with one of our support team members over at Remax Integra. Our Remax Integra team is amazing. They consist of 5 full-time employees that work exclusively for Remax. Their turnaround time is about 20 to 30 minutes, which is amazing for a support team. Just because a lot of technology companies have turnaround times of about 3 to 5 business days. So we want to make sure you get the support that you need if you need it. We've also made it easier. If you want to open up a ticket, you can actually just email. You can email support@remaxintegra.com, and that will also open up a ticket with one of our support team members. And again, those are the steps to reset your MAXCENTER profile. Before I leave you here today, I want to speak to the blog.bestagent.ca. On the top, you're going to see the Remax resource guide, and that's going to bring you over to the page on the right. This is sort of your one-stop shop that will navigate you and direct you to all of the marketing materials and tools available to you as well through Remax. This is if ever you forget where something is, most likely you will find it here. You can even download that agent marketing resources PDF. And what that will look like is something like this. This is actually currently being updated for 2021. So that will be up there shortly. But this is something that you can download now anyways. And what's great with this is same idea as the website. This will basically go through everything that you have access to. It will show you hyperlinks and direct links to access them. So this is a great tool to have and download if ever you forget where to find something. And that's the PDF on the blog.bestagent.ca website. And lastly is my contact information. Again, I want to thank you all for coming in and participating in today's quick start. This is my contact information here. I've made it very easy for you. If you know how to use a QR code, open up your camera app. You can scan that QR code on the bottom there, and that will open up my virtual business card, which you can use to save my contact information in your contacts app. That's my social media if you want to add me as well, or my direct phone number or email. I want to end it off with, I know there's a lot. I know there's a lot of tools. And again, this was really just an overview. We haven't even touched on the marketing tools. And it may seem overwhelming because it is. There's a lot of tools here for you. And I am here. My primary role is to help you feel comfortable using these tools. So reach out to me. I do provide one-on-one training sessions if you need it, if you need more support. So we can talk about how we can do that and how I can work with you there. If you are interested in the second part to the quick starts, I've put a link in the chat there. On March 22nd will be our second quick start, focusing on the marketing tools through Remax, which will really, really help you showcase your clients' listings, but also showcase yourself as an agent, as a Remax agent, and to really showcase this amazing and powerful brand that you have behind you. And Again, thank you, everybody. I'm just going to address two more questions that I have here. George, if I don't have any listings, how does Leadstreet help? Again, Leadstreet is a CRM program. So if you don't have any listings yet, you can use it to really just help you manage your contacts in general. And lastly, can you import contacts from your own Excel spreadsheet? So you do have to use the format and the Excel sheet that the website provides you with. But if you have an Excel sheet already, you can just have those headers and copy and paste your existing sheet into the one that you download and just make sure they're in the correct spot to make it easier. If you have a lot, again, just copy and pasting is probably the best way to go, because I know a lot of you may have, hundreds, but a lot of you might have thousands of contacts. And again, if you have any issues, you can always contact our RE/MAX Integra support team to support you in that. And that's all the questions. Again, thank you everyone for joining today. Again, if you are new to RE/MAX, welcome to the RE/MAX team. This is just the beginning of what is accessible to you. And thank you so much for having me host today. It was such a pleasure. And again, sign up for the Marketing Edition Quick Start on March 22nd. I look forward to seeing you then. And hopefully I look forward to seeing you all in person. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. And again, the recording will be sent to you all. Once it becomes available, I will send that for you all to use. Have a good day.